likes still relevant for business? Now, sometimes we call them Facebook fans, sometimes we call them Facebook subscribers. They're all referring to the same thing. So for people who go onto a company or a celebrity's Facebook page and they click on the like button, then they become a Facebook page like, or you can call them your fan. There was a time when everyone wants to have Facebook fans because it was a new thing and it is bragging rights. But then in recent years, we started to see there are actually divided views on the value of Facebook page likes. For people who think Facebook page likes are not relevant anymore, or not that relevant these days, it's because it's just for brand or owner's ego. A lot of business owners or advertisers, they think that way is because they find it very challenging to put a dollar value to each Facebook like. It's hard to answer that question, especially if you don't have an established marketing attribution model in place. It's hard to say that how much does it worth for one Facebook page fan to you. Like, if you can't even assign a value to them, why do you think it's worthwhile to try to grow your Facebook page fan base? And at the same time, Facebook has got quite crowded these days. You might have noticed. You might have like 500 to 1,000 friends, but it's not necessary that you see all of their updates. There are lots of brands, there are people, AdWords, cats on Facebook. And Facebook itself has evolved from a pure social network site to a content consumption place. And this leads to the next reason why many people devalue Facebook page likes. You might have noticed that even if you're a fan of a page, you don't necessarily see all updates from that page. So this is an example of a Facebook page. They've got about 1,400 people like the page, but every time when they post an organic post on their page, only about 175 people are being reached. If they get some reactions on the post, like likes or love, they might get a bit more, but it's a fact that you can never get 100% or even just close to 50% of people who actually can be reached, although that they're your Facebook fans. It means nothing, you don't get full coverage anymore. So people start to wonder, well, if my published posts don't get seen by all my page fans, so what's the point? We've done research just based on all the clients that we've managed so far. If you're lucky, your Facebook page organic posts might reach up to 10% of your fan base, but on average, it's only about 4 to 5%. So if you have about 10,000 people as your Facebook page fans these days, 5%, it really just comes down a few hundred people. That's one of the main concerns people have these days. That's why they're being a bit disencouraged to grow their Facebook page likes. What we know is Facebook page likes, they're still relevant and also they're your business assets. The first strong reason being Facebook reviews and likes, they can vouch for your credibility. So these days, especially if you are a new customer, new potential customer for a business or product, when you are doing your research, inevitably you want to check out how this brand is performing on social media. Like, what do other people say about this brand? You know, like if you've never experienced it before, I want to see how it's like on Facebook. So, and this time, if this potential customer happened to see a page that has 14,000 people liked the page before and got a 4.7 out of 5 reviews from over 100 reviewers, then that's actually quite a strong evidence saying that the community actually think is relatively reliable. So don't forget that Facebook reviews, which is attached to Facebook page, can be very helpful in this case. So, but of course, like if you have really bad reviews, 2 out of 5, 1.5 out of 5, it can backfire as well. So we always suggest our clients, if you have a Facebook page likes, make sure you manage them. Don't just open it because everybody has opened a Facebook page. Once you started this journey, make sure that you're every step of the way, managing it, growing it, making sure that it has a good reputation and people are liking your brand. The other thing that I need to mention is about Facebook page can also help with your search engine presence. Because when people are searching for your brand, for any brand, chances are you're going to see that brand's Facebook page, Pinterest page, Instagram page, all listed one after another on the first page. And they can be very helpful, especially when you happen to have negative publicity in the community as well. Some past employee might have made some comments on Whirlpool forum, or they might have blogged you about how you treated your past customers. So these social media links can actually help you occupy as much space as possible on the first page, making sure that those negative publicity pages and links are not getting the top positions and then getting the attention from the potential customers that they're searching for you. You might have also noticed the Google My Business listing, which is associated with the Google Map. They also show Facebook reviews these days alongside with the Google reviews. The second big reason that we think Facebook page likes are still relevant is that Facebook page likes are your business assets, and because they are a filtered database at your fingertip. When we think about a typical page like campaign, it normally runs like that, just a graph over there. Firstly, we try to create an audience. We find people who fit with our target audience profile, interest-wise, demographics-wise, geolocation-wise. And then we create an audience, we push ads to them, and then some of them, they don't react at all. And others, they click on the like button and they become your page likes. So these people, you know that they have an interest in your brand, and then they take an action to follow you. So this is a filtering process that page likes campaign do for you. These people you have eventually got from this process is actually a very precious database for you, and it should be an ongoing process. So that when it comes to promoting a particular offer, which don't happen all the time, you might just run this campaign once a year, twice a year, then you actually have a second database to promote to. And that page likes the fans that you've got, maybe it's 1,000, maybe it's 10,000, should be your primary target audience. And if you don't have them, or if you have extra budget after targeting the page likes people, then you can go back to that second tier, Facebook users with targeted interest, demographics, geolocation. Then they are potentially your fit as well, but they don't have that first touch point your brand has already had with them. So performance-wise, response rate will not be as good as advertising to your own fans. This is a representation of how long-term campaign for page likes and promotes should be looking like. So as I said before, page likes is ongoing. Like it should never be a one-off thing, because Facebook users, they're people, and people have new interests developed all the time. There are new people joining Facebook, and they're entering into a new life stage. Sometimes Facebook also introduce new targeting methods for business to even more like identify their own audience groups. And any business owners, just keep page like campaign as a sustainable, ongoing thing for one of your advertising strategy. So like think about this whole thing as growing your own business network. If you are not looking after it all the time, when you need it, it's normally too late. So that's why page likes should be done ongoingly, because you don't know when it's going to be helpful for you. So when you have a really good offer like a style-wide campaign or a spring sale, you actually have a database to tap into. Of course, like the more page likes you have, the bigger promotion you can run in the future. Having about 1,000 likes and compared to having about 100,000 likes, it really is just the difference between two database size. And last but not least, let's look at some statistics of Facebook these days. So we know that Australia's got 24 million population. 17 million Australians are active on Facebook each month. The average time Australians spend on Facebook every day is 1.7 hours. Facebook's data scientists estimate people check the platform about 14 times a day. So it really is a platform that any business owners should not be ignored.